What if I told you that your 100,000 naira would have given you over 1.5 million naira from the Nigerian Stock Exchange legally within the first half of this year, 2026? Sounds unbelievable. Sounds that it is a scam. No, it's not scam. No, it is believable. No, it is legitimate. The last 6 months, millionaires have emerged from the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And also, because it's a coin of two sides, the last 6 months, some people have gone home empty-handed, some people have lost money, and some people have they have their fingers burnt because of intermissions and because of decisions that they had to make or they didn't make. So in today's video, we shall be examining the best and the worst Nigerian shares for the first half of the year 2026. The question is, did your shares make the list? We are going to find out. If you are just seeing our video for the first time, we welcome you. God bless you. We want you to like, we want you to share, and of course, we want you to subscribe, and we also want to read your comments. So we need you to comment whether your shares made the list or not. I'll be right back. You are welcome back. My name is Nicholas, and it is Wealth Portfolio Builder. Today, we are looking at the best performed and worst performed Nigerian shares for the first half of the year 2026. And there is no any other place to start than to start from the stock market itself. Want to let you realize that the Nigerian All Share Index gained over 47% in the last 6 months. This is amazing, and this means investors went home rejoicing. But that is not the end of the story, because while some were also rejoicing, while many were also rejoicing, some few also lost out. But we are not going to start with those that lost out. We are going to start with the stars, those that brought smiles and cash into the pocket of investors, either as a retail investor or as an institutional investor. One of them is Fortis Global Insurance. It's made over 1,510%. Imagine if you had invested 100,000 in a share in January, selling about 20 kobo. That means by the end of June 2026, you would have gone home with over 1.5 million naira. I am not kidding you. It is doable. All you just need is information and God's favor on your side, well equipped with information, and of course, you take actions, you will be smiling. Another one is Zichil's. Zichil's Agro Allied. It returned over 1,116%. These ones are not returning 100% anymore. They are returning in thousands. And it did massively well for itself and for all its investors. We have so many other ones. We have Beggar Paints, we have Briscoe, we have Star Express. They did massively well for themselves. But it doesn't end there, because we have so many other big investors, investing companies that did well for themselves. We have Aradel. Aradel returned over 111% returns on investments to investors. Seplat also gained 96%, and of course, Zenith Bank, the banking sector will not be left behind, made 78% for themselves. So it means that these companies did massively well for those that invested in them in the first half of the year. I'll be right back, and we'll look at those that didn't really do well for themselves and for their investors in the first half of the year 2026. Hold on. All right, so good to be back. We need to flip the coin now, because the last 6 months, it has not only been winners. There are some people that didn't really find their feet. They lost out, and they lost out dearly. Investors were shedding blood. One of them is UPDC. UPDC, it lost over 35% of investors' funds went down the drain. UPDC, others are United Capital, Transcorp. I'm also a victim of Transcorp, VFD Group, and the rest is so much. You can equally find them out. One thing is certain: Nigerian Stock Exchange or any market in particular is rising. It doesn't mean that there are not going to be victims. Definitely there will be victims. So that is why you need to do your due diligence, do your due research before you buy or before you sell. The question is, which of the divide have you seen yourself in the first 6 months? And now we have started the second 6 months, and one of the beauty is that you need to look at their quarter two results that they call it quarter two result, and when you check out their quarter two, you can be able to project, of course, asking from your financial advisor or your stockbroker. Then you can take your decisions that you had your fingers burnt, and the first 6 months should not make you to stay away from the market. One of the things that we have come to learn from this market is that never buy a stock because others are buying or because experts are giving their opinion, then you just bring out money and you buy. No, do your due diligence. Another thing, you need to diversify. You must learn how to diversify, spread it. Go into the when you go into the stock market, there is different sectors there. There is the pharmaceutical, medical sector, the health sector. There is the banking sector, the insurance sector, the oil and gas sector. So you diversify. Sometimes you can equally rebalance your portfolio. Then another thing we need to understand, that past performances does not guarantee future success. That a company is doing well in the last 6 months or it did well 10 years ago, 2 years ago, does not guarantee that it will continue to do well. All you just need to do is to understand the fundamentals, understand why they are going, their trend, the government policies, and every other those informations. Equipped with those informations, then you can take your decision. And one thing you must also realize, that there are time for bullish season, there are time for the bearish season. So whatever season you find yourself, you just need to have a goal and a target. If I'm here for the long term, if I'm here for profit taking, if I'm here for dividends, take it. Then once you are able to define your purpose, then decisions and actions will be justified. We want to believe that this video has helped you, that you have learned a lot, and we want to believe that you will always be here to learn from the little we can. We are grateful that you are there, and we know that even if you have lost, we want to tell you that the second half is always the best. It's just like a football match. The second half, in fact, towards the injury time, that is when those that are vibrant and awake always come home rejoicing. We want you to like, we want you to share, we want you to subscribe, and our greatest desire is that you have found value, and we want to always bring value to you. God bless you. See you at the top. Remain at the top. Bye bye.